questions?
Same, any target for PBA to achieve for the NRW?
I don't think we want to put that very much pressure yet. Let the Japanese, maybe you ask the Japanese to answer what is it again.
This year's target after the 3 years training?
Okay, after training.
Non-revenue water in Japanese ノンレベニューウォーターを下げるというのは大切なんですけども、最終の目標というのは、下げることによって、圧力の高い水道を作るということにあります。圧力が高ければ貯水槽に溜めなくても直接蛇口から水が出る、それで安全な水を皆さんが飲めるというのが最終の目標で、それに向けて、この3年間で、まずは漏水を少なくして、それで、徐々に圧力を上げていって、安全な水道を作るということが目標です。
Okay, non-revenue water is decreasing the level of non-revenue water is really important, but this is not the final objective. The ultimate target is to, by reducing non-revenue water, we would like to increase the pressure of water to be supplied. If the water pressure, hydro pressure is enough high, then we can send enough level of water, safe water, to every residence. And in order to achieve this kind of high pressure water supply, in these 3 years, we would like to do my best to reduce the level of water leakage here in Penang.
Okay, any other questions? All the experts here, you want to ask for NRW, you ask the experts here. Whether use the opportunity fully, because they will be in Japan really, not easy to get them here. Like Mr. Asuko is Asuko-san, first time in Asushi Masuko-san is the first time in Penang. So we want to welcome you to Penang. And at the same time also, we are having our World Women's Squash Championship opening ceremony tonight. So if you are staying back, you can watch the opening ceremony. The Excellency Master General will be attending.
Yes.
The World Women's Squash Championship. The World Championship.
Actually, that is to lead a 1.6 million non-revenue water reduction program. So is that sort of like that's how much we save, or?
No, that's what they are giving these grants.
To train the people.
That is for the 3-year program. So actually the grant is important, but I want to stress that what is more important than the money is the expertise provided. Nowadays, we always say that physical infrastructure is important, but hardware is not as important as software. Software is more important than hardware. So more important than the grant given, it is actually the expertise provided by JICA and TSS. I think that one you cannot put a value to it. That one is much, much higher. You want to thank the Japanese government also. You want to thank the Japanese government also. But I think they all know that we are very welcome to Japanese. There are so many Japanese here.
So after 3 years, will it continue?
We have to wait until, let us pass the 3 years first. After you see we are around in 3 years. So that time 3 years later you can ask me. Okay? And then by that time we can see the results. We hope to have some results. Not just for Penang, but for throughout Malaysia. You know it's very, very big NRW, 36.4% nationwide. That's terrible. So it has to reduce. Penang lower 17.6%. Consider high by Japanese standards. To see how much we can reduce. Okay, any other questions on water?
just some information for the reporters. The Tokyo water actually supplies more consumers than the whole of Malaysia. Okay, and for them to achieve 3.3%, to us engineers, that is almost impossible figure to achieve. Because just on the meters alone, if you buy a meter, the manufacturer will tell you that this meter is plus or minus 2%. You can't do anything about it. It is from the factory. So if you can achieve 3.3, so you are looking at a 1.3%. That is humanly possible. So technically, they are one of the lowest in the world. So we, seeing that, we want to learn from one of the best in the world. So naturally, that's why TBAPP developed this relationship and networking. Okay.
Mr. Sian, is there like any target? Now Penang is 17.6 in NRW. After the 3 years with the studies, training, how many target like in reduction, like 5% or 3%?
We want to let the experts, the trainers, evaluate, then let them set the target. So I think give them some time to evaluate this. Today is doing the signing ceremony today. Okay. Any other questions? No, water is so important. It's important now when we realize that how important water is when there is water rationing. So I think now we are beginning to realize the importance of efficient water supply management, efficient water demand management. So fortunately, Penang has both. Although our water demand management not very good because we are too low our price. That's why people waste water. This is something we look into it. Okay, any other questions? No, you all don't realize how important it is, but if you are in Selangor, you realize how important it is. So it's very, very important. And that's why we hope that people, the people of Penang will help to save water and support the effort made by JICA, DSS, and of course the state government, the Japanese government to reduce NRW to save water. Okay, any questions? Alright, if not, thank you very much. We'll start over the rush to KL.